Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you're doing really well. My name is Humna and I share content connected to art, healing and spirituality on my channel. This is a space that I created to share all about how I had my spiritual awakening, connected myself to a deeper understanding with my Allah and building a relationship of, truly submitting myself to sharing his love and his light through everything and anything that I do. So it's not just about through this channel, it's also through my art, and it's also through the art sessions that I teach people, is to connect to your inside divinity, your inside light towards your heart and your soul. So going through the darkness, getting to the light is what I'm so passionate about, and owning them both as you, like rather not saying I'm dark or I'm light and I'm bad or I'm good. It's recognizing that you are the whole of it, all that you are in the darker side or whatever, denser side of you, or what you feel in pain and what you feel in joy. Both are you. So there's no division between your soul. Your soul is the two together, like the yin yang symbol. And that's what I'm really passionate about. And connecting to Quran and the names of Allah and working, creating art inspired by them is something that has shifted my life in ways I don't think I can put it in words. And recently, like beginning of this year, I got guided to start sharing Quran through my channel like this, like daily reminders for myself and for others, just to kind of keep ourselves grounded and reminded of who Allah is, and when He speaks to us, how we are meant to deepen our connection. Like His word really brings us this clarity of who He is. And when you know who your Allah is, submitting to Him, being in devotion to His word, to love Him, to get to know Him and want to know Him deeper, as whatever our capacity is, alhamdulillah, it becomes like such, it comes from such a, it's not a place where you get rewarded something in this dunya. It's a place you do it because you love Allah so much, and you're not sharing all this information and guidance of Allah that somebody hears it or somebody benefits from it. InshaAllah, I hope that somebody does, but the intention behind is to just share it for the sake of sharing Allah's love, not something to get in return, but to actually do it in a way that it is just is. There's no why to it, there's no good to it, or there's no bad to it. There's just sharing the love of Allah and sparking that fire inside a person's heart through whatever it is that we do is an act of pure ibadat, worship towards Allah. And it's not something that is give and take, it just is, that flows through you. So having said that, today's surah that I got guided to was surah 4 and ayat 36 to 38. The title I've given is God's worship is your purpose. So I'll read the translation of the ayat in English. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Worship God and don't associate anything with Him. Be kind to parents, to relatives, to orphans, to the needy, to those neighbors you know well and those you don't, to travelers and to the slaves you own. God dislikes the arrogant and the boastful, and those who are miserly and advise others to be miserly, hiding His favors that God has blessed them with. For the disbelievers, we have prepared a humiliating punishment. Those who spend their wealth to show off, they don't believe in God and the last day. Anyone who has made a close friend of Shaitan has taken an evil friend. One of the things that really, like, always read the whole thing and then I sort of share things that come through as my own personal reflection. And this last sentence, it says Shaitan has taken an evil friend. Those of us who make Shaitan our friend, and it's the evil friend, when we truly believe in Allah and we are God conscious and we develop that He is always with us, around us, within us, and is always watching us, we actually become the friend of Allah, right? And so, just the fact that you develop a deep consciousness of Allah's presence, of you being His creation, that in a way, you are going to be Allah's friend, and it's, and then shaitan can't even come close to you because Allah will protect you. You are always with Allah, right? So if you don't associate anything with Him, there's no like somebody else will come and save me, or somebody will do something for me and I will feel better, or depending on anybody else, and you depend completely on your Allah, automatically you know that Allah is with you, right? So He will make you do all the things that make Him happy with you, which is of course no comparison of Him with anybody, because He alone is deserving of all your worship and praise. The other things, He'll make you do all good things, like, right? So to be kind to your parents, He will, because you're so aware of your Allah that He's watching you, you're not going to be mean to those who Allah chose to give you birth through, right? So you're going to be kind towards your parents, and then to your relatives, you're going to be kind to your relatives because they are the ones that they've been with you in happy times and sad times and things like that. And then to orphans, you understand that everything Allah's given you is a blessing, and so there's some who don't have that blessing, and so you don't you stay humble, you become humble knowing that, oh my God, I'm so blessed, but those who aren't blessed, I'll still take care of them. So you be kind to them. To the needy, like again, those who don't have what you have, you become very conscious of helping those, be kind to those, because Allah is always watching you, right? So you don't want to do anything, because you see, when Allah says I'm watching you, which also means I'm guiding you. He's not going to guide you to be not nice to orphans, or not nice to be relatives and your parents. He's going to make you do all the things that are good for you, for when you return back to Him. And so towards your neighbors, and those and those who you don't know. This is really important, because sometimes we're walking down the street and we just kind of don't even look up. These days everybody's staring staring on the scary phones, and then we don't even make eye contact. People who are like a taxi driver or some shopkeeper or just somebody walking past, we don't even like look at them or acknowledge them as humans. We don't even smile. There's no human interaction. You're so busy with your own kind of, I don't know, selfish needs or whatever, that you don't even acknowledge the other person that's around you in the same space. And yes, you might not know them, but that doesn't mean that you should be rude or not even acknowledging a human presence in the same space. You kind of just acknowledging is so important, and that in itself, maybe somebody's had a really bad day, a shopkeeper, and you go and you kindly speak to them, you completely shift their energy by giving them the goodness of your heart, and then they can pass it on to other people. It's all a ripple effect, right? The energy world, the soul, what you give to others is going to increase and increase, inshallah ta'ala. And it says to travelers meaning that people who aren't at their destination. For example, like people who don't know where they're going. Sometimes people lose their jobs, break relationships, they're in transformation period. So be there for them. Don't take things like Allah says travelers, so only those who are traveling from like aeroplane are coming to you. Not like that. Like Allah speaks to us in spiritual language, like it's very symbolic. And so your soul has to pick up on these. Who is a traveler? Ask yourself, who do you think is a traveler? Somebody going from A to B who's not at a certain destination, who isn't strong in themselves. So that's a traveler, right? So who's finding their way, who's looking for the right places to kind of enrich themselves. So guide people with kindness. Guide people who are looking for guidance. And to the slaves you own, meaning the people who work for you. There are so many times I've seen people who work for us not being treated right, and it hurts to see that we have these social statuses in different cultures, which still, by the way, exist, and it's absolutely sad and disgraceful to humans anywhere on the planet. And this needs to stop. They're working for you. If they're not there, you're going to be in big trouble. So they're almost like the kings, right? So you should treat them with dignity, with respect, with kindness and compassion. They're the ones doing all your dirty laundry, for goodness sake. So please be gentle with them. So Allah is guiding us that He's watching us, He's with us, and He's the only one who is going to reward you, or give you the best that there is. So treat all these people who exist in your life, because they all exist because He chose them to exist. So be kind to all of them, right? And through them, your good deed could actually bring you closer to your Jannat, inshallah ta'ala. So be very conscious of how you're treating other people. And God dislikes the arrogant and boastful. So don't try going around, oh, I'm helping this one, oh, I'm doing this one. Oh, don't go around doing that, because that's not something that Allah likes. Allah likes that you do these things for your own self and for your Allah. Mainly for Allah. And then, of course, you understand that you're doing it because you don't want to spread any negativity into this world. So don't try to be boastful or arrogant about it. And those who are miserly, advise others, like, this is something, oh, don't spend that much money. Excuse me, somebody might need to nurture and do something pampering towards their own well-being. Oh, that's so much money, don't do that. Oh, no. So if you don't want to spend something on something, why do you have to pass that on to other people? Maybe they need it, and they need that money to be spent on their nurturing or whatever it is that they need. So stop telling people that, don't treat yourselves, or save your money, because you're going to take it in the grave anyway, right? So what's the point? Hiding His favors that God has blessed them. Don't hide. Don't be grateful. Be grateful for what Allah has given you. For the disbelievers, we have prepared a humiliating punishment. This is like scary stuff, guys. This is scary. When He says, first of all, He separates the believers and the disbelievers. Disbelievers are those who don't do good work and who are not in a state of worshipping Allah, meaning they are associating other people and they're not thinking of Allah, they're not remembering Allah constantly. The disbelievers who don't believe in Allah, He has prepared a humiliating punishment. It's like they will have no way out. Like those who do not believe in Allah will have no way out, because their punishment is already prepared before they even come back. It's already prepared for them. Those who spend their wealth to show off, they don't believe in God and the last day. So don't be those who spend their wealth to show off. I have spent that much. I have given this much charity. I am helping this person go to school and tell 10,000 people about it. Oh, this is what I do. Don't go around doing that. That's very low. So spend the wealth that Allah has given you. Be grateful for it in a way that it's between you and your Allah. And one of the most beautiful things Allah has gifted us is the awareness of the Day of Judgment, because it is the Day of Judgment that is what will bring us right in front of our Allah. And the preparation for the Day of Judgment is what will help us become better people, inshallah ta'ala. I mean, it's His blessing to have told us about the Day of Judgment, and also what will He be judging on the day, the condition of our heart. So He's already told us that when you return to Me, when you believe in Me, when you do all this good work, you will have a heart that will be ready to come back to Me. So believing in God and the last day of judgment is like it's just together. There is no believing in Allah and not believing in the day of judgment, because that's the day you will meet your Allah, and that's the day we have to prepare ourselves for, and that's the day when we have to show our heart and what condition it is in. So it's a very, very big day for us, and all our attention needs to be on that day of meeting him, inshallah ta'ala. Anyone who has made a close friend of shaitan has taken an evil friend. You see, when you do anything wrong, when you do anything that the disbelievers do, or you don't believe in Allah and you don't believe in the day of judgment, you are actually making a friend who is going to misguide you. Evil friend means somebody who doesn't care about your akhirat, somebody who doesn't, who just kind of is valuing you temporarily here in this world, and they don't care what you will be facing when you are in your akhirat with your Allah. They don't care if you'll go to Jannat or not. All they care about is right now in this moment, and they will guide you off the track of your Allah and make it difficult for you to even focus on Allah and all the good things. So try not to stay close to people who aren't bringing you closer to becoming a good person, who are not reminding you of Allah watching you 24/7. Stay away from those people who make you feel like this is it, and let's just have fun here and there's nothing else. Stay away from those people who get you off the track. They drain you and they make you ungrateful and complaining, and who make you feel like life isn't worth it, because those are the people who are going to make you feel worthless in yourself, and that's what shaitan wants, and he's the evil guy. So stay away from those people who make you feel you're not good enough, or there's always problems in you, and they're always making you feel like there's something wrong with you, because nothing is wrong with you. They are just doing the job of the shaitan, and they're not even aware of it at times. So don't hold it against them in a bad way, but just recognize that those people who bring you down, drain you, make you feel rejected and hurt your heart, are people who make you feel worthless in yourself, are not the people of God, because they are just pulling you back into the density of this world and not towards your light, towards your heaven, towards your Allah, and towards the day of judgment. If you enjoy these videos, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about them coming out daily. Do they help you in any way? If they do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to join my live sessions on Friday, or if you'd like to become your own healer, you can do that through my sessions, which are all available on my Patreon. You don't have to buy the whole monthly subscription. You can buy one session at a time as it pleases your heart. You can even gift it to somebody if that's what you want to do. So it's just a way of connecting to Allah through art and making your creativity a way to deepen your relationship with him and heal your soul and receive guidance from those sessions. So yeah, you can contact me from all the details down below. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and peace, everyone. Enjoy yourselves and have an absolutely magical day. Never ever forget, your Allah loves you just the way you are. Tap into your soul, sit with your heart, heal your being, and be reminded he is always watching you, he is always with you, and he is always hearing you. To speak to Allah, connect with Allah, and know that you are never ever ever alone, inshallah ta'ala. Lots of love, and take care. Allah Hafiz.